Hey everybody, it's been quite a while since I made a part system video. It's been at least a month and a half since I last been to the Goodwill Computer Works store. So I decided to actually get down there yesterday and see what they had. And they had quite a few good deals. If I had more time to shop there and had some more money to spend, I probably would have bought a second computer to take home too. But anyways, we got this one here. This is a Gateway. It's a parts machine. Let's go and get you a look at this thing before I do any testing with it. There's your original specifications. Core 2 Duo processor, 1.8 gig, so it's probably more of a lower end Core 2 Duo. DVD burner, memory card reader, 10100 LAN. Originally was a under-rammed Vista computer with only 1 gig of RAM. Of course, for Vista to run good, it needs at least 2. And it's funny, here's something real crazy. If you notice, you look at this Intel VIIV sticker, you can see the Core 2 Duo inside up here, and it has a peel here. Then we can peel this off and just leave the Intel VIIV sticker below that. Anyways, Vista decal, had Vista Home Premium. So let's go ahead and have a look inside. Okay, got the side panel off. Let's go ahead and have a look inside this thing. You want to have a look at the back. For those who don't know, Gateway is pretty much owned by the same company that manufactures E-Machines computers nowadays, which Acer is the owner of E-Machines and Gateway. So that's why you'll notice that many Gateways and E-Machines tend to look really close similar on the inside. This here is no exception. The front of the case looks a lot like an E-Machines case. And you notice the hard drive, may notice the hard drive bays are pretty much the same. Let's go and have a look at the back here at the ports and everything that's on this case. I mean on the system. Got really good audio. Got a second Ethernet LAN card. I think this is 10100, not gigabit. Wish it was gigabit though. Got 4 USB 2 ports. Video out, which the cable's plugged into. Serial, parallel out, and PS2 mouse and keyboard hookups, and there's a power supply. I'm going to flip this thing on its side. We'll have a look at what's inside. Get you some better light here. Here's the motherboard. Socket 775 Intel with 4 DDR2 DIMM slots, PCI Express video card slot, 2 PCI slots, and a PCI Express times 1 slot. Again, there's another look at the hard drive bays. There's a DB burner, which here's how it looks under the door. You'll be able to see it. There's the card reader, which probably can read SD high capacity cards. So anyways, let's go ahead and plug this thing in and see if it has any life to it or not. Power's plugged in. We do have a light on the motherboard, 35-volt standby line. Let's see what happens if when we press the power button. Nothing. Nothing at all. So first thing I'll do here is I'm going to swap out the power supply. This isn't the first time I've had a system with a power supply that had a live 5-volt standby line, but nothing else would work. So just for basic troubleshooting, we'll go ahead and take the power supply out and switch it out for another one. Okay, installed a different power supply. My custom Bestech supply. Let's go and see what happens here. Again, we're getting a 5-volt standby power indicator. Start it right up. It goes through the BIOS settings so fast. It's like, oh yeah, firmware has detected that the system memory has decreased. Press the enter key to continue. Typical Intel BIOS right there. Going to the BIOS setup utility. And of course there's a Core 2 Duo CPU, 1.8 gig. Now it only has 512 megs of RAM because there's only one stick installed. System time is just about correct. I mean, off by a couple minutes or so, but go to advanced. Gives you the option to enable and disable the CPU and system fan control. I like to see that in the OEM BIOS because sometimes I like to turn that off. Because have a look at how slow the CPU fan is spinning. Oh yeah, that's going to do a lot of cooling right there. Let's see how hot the CPU is running with that slow fan. 44C is just warming up right now. This thing tells you all the voltages here, or at least some of them. Your plus 12, your plus 5, your plus 3.3. Looks like our Best Tech power supply is doing pretty good here. It tells you the fan speeds. This is just a kind of stripped down version of the Intel BIOS, I would believe. Look at this. This motherboard allows you to use or define your memory timings. That's something you don't normally see in OEM BIOS. I mean, on an OEM computer. Alright, so I'm gonna get out of here. There's your let's see, PCI Express configuration, PCI latency timer, HPET, USB configuration. I haven't even been through all this yet. Let's see, video config. You can set the aperture size, DVMT memory, set the primary video adapter. It's not a bad BIOS for a gateway. Floppy configuration. I'll set that to disabled. There ain't no floppy drive on this thing. Drive configuration. We have legacy and native AT IDE mode. Configure SATA as IDE, and we have RAID on this motherboard. This motherboard has RAID. So there's another good feature this gateway has. It's funny, some of these OEM machines have features that, such as RAID, and in this case, the ability to set the memory timings. Many people never would even think of this, or even be able to take advantage of these settings. This is definitely pretty nice. Anyways, let's go ahead and get out of here. Peripheral configuration. High definition front panel audio. Legacy panel front audio. So apparently this motherboard has a feature to where if your case has a an AC97 header, it will allow you to use that header. The motherboard will be able to adapt to it. That's something I like to see in more with more motherboards nowadays. And of course, back to boot configuration. Go security. You can set your security password here. Power settings are here, like advanced Intel speed step technology. Boot settings again. Let's see. Boot menu type normal. You can set it to advanced if you want. Boot device priority. I'll leave that the way it is. I'll go ahead and save changes. Definitely not bad. All it was the power supply. And it's trying to do the LAN boot because it can't find the there's no hard drive installed. So I'm going to go ahead and just shut her down. And of course there's my power supply. So yeah, definitely a good deal. Seeing that the power supply was dead, I'm going to clean it out. And I guess I'll make a follow-up video about this power supply. Now, from what I can see from the side, at least the caps I can see from the side appear to be okay. But there could be a bad capacitor in the middle of the board where the 5-volt standby circuitry is. So anyways, there's yet another good deal on a part system. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.